Hello everyone, I'm Ron Grant coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the Virgin Islands. You're watching 284 Media. Thank you so much for your time. The HLSCC Community College Stingray Showcase is, of course, scheduled to showcase the work of many of the students at HLSCC Community College. I'm honored today to be joined by Dr. Jasmati Yamraj, who is the Dean of Arts, Sciences, and General Studies, alongside Mrs. Keisha Davis-Barnes, the Director of Culinary and Hospitality Studies. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. My name is Kamal Haynes. Most of you know me from 284 News, but now you get to see me in a different light on my very own show called Health is Wealth. We have Joel Turnbull.
I don't want you to arch your back when you're pulling down.
Milton McLean.
First of all, right, your footwork.
Stephen Payne.
That was a 9 out of 10. I know you got the service down pat.
Steve Augustine.
You did a pretty hard workout today, so perhaps...
And as you can see, it's actually
you're feeling it.
Alonzo Boynes.
Taekwondo.
Adam Murrows.
I'll speak as if you're an absolute beginner.
I am an absolute beginner.
You are an absolute beginner.
And Seth Graham.
It bites. It will bite.
Get your water, get your fruits and veggies, and experience a wealth of knowledge about getting healthy.
Welcome back everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. As promised, I'm today joined by Dr. Yamraj and Mrs. Keisha Davis-Barnes. Ladies, thank you so much for your time and welcome to the platform.
Thank you for having us.
It is always a pleasure. As mentioned, the HLSCC Community College Stingray Showcase 2023 is back again. And this is an opportunity, of course, for students at the institution to showcase their work. Dr. Yamraj, I'm going to start with you as the Dean. How important is this showcase to the institution as well as the students?
The showcase is definitely an opportunity for our students to highlight the work that they've been doing at the college. Most of our participants are actually senior students, so they'll be graduating. It's going to provide an opportunity for the public to see the kinds of works that our students would be able to produce. So many of them have capstone courses, so what they've done is that they've taken skills, knowledge from the previous courses, and at the end of the program they're able to produce a product that persons in the public can see of what they're able to do. So for example, our computer studies program, we have about 12 projects, and these students are coming up with new ways to solve problems for businesses, some of the statutory bodies, whether it's a point of sales system, inventory apps, flyers, promotional materials, and lots of other things that would allow the businesses to be rebranded and more noticed.
Wonderful. I want to stick there for a second because not only is this a part of their, of course, requirements, but this is essentially providing small, micro, and medium businesses with an opportunity to see how they can improve their services. Are the recommendations by these students usually accepted, or at least on a trial basis? Do employers and companies usually say, well, let's give this a shot?
Definitely. In the past, we've had opportunities for our students to do internships. So businesses would have visited the showcase, for example, last year, and some of the telecoms company have actually invited students to do summer internships because of what they saw presented. Many of the POSs and inventory apps are actually bought by the companies that the students work with. So it's definitely a win-win.
Okay, and tell us about the different aspects. Of course, we know culinary, which we're going to get into with Mrs. Barnes, but what are some of the other key areas, subject areas that are going to be focused and presented?
So the business students are also going to be highlighted. So in the small business program, we have about 5 students that have started their own companies, or we have one person who had a company actually, and the skills that she's gotten in that program has allowed her to solve many of the problems she's had before and expand. So we have students who will be presenting in cosmetics, decorating. We have someone launching a fitness apparel business. So it's definitely going to be exciting. It's much bigger than it was last year.
Great.
And we also have some accounting students who would be looking into doing a demo on fraud and the impacts that might have on the community as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to be very interesting. The technical students are also presenting again this year, and their assignment is to create a building or a home on Anegada, so they have to consider all the factors that they've learned over the years about the topography there, how to do construction. Obviously, we know Anegada is quite flat,
Yes.
so digging down may not be an option. So they've designed a strip mall, vacation home, and various other types of dwellings specific to Anegada.
Incredible.
So that should be very interesting as well.
Wonderful. Now, of course, one of the highlights of this highly anticipated showcase is the culinary aspect. Mrs. Barnes, your students at the culinary aspect who are particularly on the cake decorating aspect and other parts of culinary are going to be presented. Tell us about that aspect.
Well, Ron, I'm so excited. I'm so proud of the students. This year, like Dr. Yamraj said, we have expanded. Last year we had 7 cakes. This year we have 14 cakes.
Wow.
And we've also added an additional category. So this year we have our wedding cake category. And we also have our cake or edible arrangements. And we also have some sugar work where the students will be able to demonstrate through their own creativity, you know, what it is like, what they would like to see in the future in the industry. And some of the cakes, when I saw them yesterday, I was so amazed. I was like, wherever did y'all come up with these concepts? We have marble cakes, we have cakes with holes in them, we have sugar works made out of anchors, we have edible creations out of vegetables and out of fruit. And every time we put this Stingray show on, it always brings joy to me because I get to see the creativity in the students, and we get to put the students out there so that, you know, people, especially in the hospitality industry, given the fact that right now, you know, one would say that in our industry that we have a search that we can't really find to be able to fill the industry with the possible, you know, the human resources necessary. And with these students, I am very proud to say that, you know, hoteliers, restaurateurs, anybody, just come out and take a look at the creativity of these students, the discipline, the time it took for them to be able to create these pieces. And, you know, who knows, you might find your next employee when you come to the show.
I'm really happy that you mentioned that, Ms. Barnes, because when it comes to the hospitality industry, as you rightfully said, there always seems to be a search for skilled professionals, and I want to encourage persons within the industry, in the community, to come out on Thursday, May 4th, 12 noon to 4 p.m. at the Learning Resource Center at the Paraquita Bay campus, of course, to be able to witness this. I have to ask you, at all, do we have any students from Virgin Gorda who may be participating in this?
On the culinary side, yes.
Beautiful.
We have 5 students from Virgin Gorda. We have students in our associate's program and our certificate of achievement program under the leadership of Chef Henry Prince and Chef Clint Creaky. We have students catching the boat every day. That's how dedicated these students are, and I am so proud. One of them actually probably going to have her baby on Monday, but she's been coming to the lab and working on her piece, and I'm so proud of her. And you know, I tell people all the time, if you really want something, nothing should stop you from having it. And a lot of our students have shown dedication, patience, and skill enhancement. I'm very proud of them.
Amazing. And Dr. Yamraj, what do you say to the public, particularly the business community, as well as hospitality, as it pertains to the importance of this event and them supporting, coming out and really witnessing the work of the students, and not only that, but engaging with them as well?
I would definitely like to invite the wider public. In addition to the public, we've actually sent out invites to the high schools because we want to be able to have our students showcase the work, so high school students who may not be sure where they want to go might be able to identify with some of our projects and decide what they want to do when they get at the college level. The science students are also going to present their senior projects. So they're looking at emotions, they're looking at effects of climate change, effects of pesticides, and so forth. And our math students, not to be forgotten, they're going to do their statistics presentations as well, where they actually go out, they gather the data, and then they're going to present the statistics to the wider audience about what it is they're doing research on. So I definitely want to encourage the public, students to come out and see what it is we're going to offer at the showcase this Thursday. It's definitely going to be bigger and better than last year, like Mrs. Barnes said.
Definitely.
And it's definitely going to be a place where you can probably find new employees, and we can showcase what it is that we really do at the college, because we do a lot of really good things there in many, many disciplines, and we really just want to share it with the BVI.
Wonderful. Ladies, before we go, I want to give you an opportunity to give closing remarks, but also most importantly, beginning with Ms. Barnes, for persons who are watching and interested in your program at the college, how can they get in contact with you?
Okay, so you can call the college's number 494-4994, or you can email me at kdavis@hlscc.edu.vg, or you can visit our website www.hlscc.edu.vg.
And Dr. Yamaraj? How can persons get in contact with you who are interested, particularly students, aspiring students and interested in the programs? How can they get in contact with you?
Well, like Mrs. Barnes mentioned, we have a general number at the college, but it would also depend on which program persons want to be joining. So if you're going to be a student coming into the high school, we'll definitely have you try to fill out an application, which you'll find online at the website that Mrs. Barnes mentioned. And once you get that started, we'll be in contact with you to continue that process.
Wonderful. And this is also a perfect time because I believe enrollment will be beginning over the summer period for the upcoming semester.
Right. We're accepting applications currently, and we're going to reach out to the high schools to perhaps try early applications. Yes.
Wonderful. Well, ladies, again, thank you so much. Congratulations to you and your team, as well as your students, for being able to showcase their very hard work. We will, of course, our team will be there to support you and to give coverage. And once again, I want to encourage the general public to come out this Thursday, May 4th, from 12 noon to 4 p.m. at the Learning Resource Center at the H. Lively Stout Community College in Paraquita Bay for the H. Lively Stout Community College Stingray Showcase 2023. The HLS Showcase is back again, and we are happy and excited to be able to feature and share in the success of our students. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Bye-bye.